An estimated 4,200 RV fires are reported to fire departments every single year in the United States. That is according to FEMA. And 85% of those fires involve towable RVs, travel trailers, not motorhomes. The number one mechanical cause? The electrical system, the wiring inside your walls. And here is the part that should keep you up at night, is 80% of those fires start while the rig is parked. Not while you are driving, not while you are towing, while you are sleeping. And in 2026 alone, Forest River has already been recalled for improperly stripped wires that cause electrical arcing. Keystone was recalled because the wiring gets pinched by its own slide outs. Brinkley's 12-volt system was wired wrong from the factory. Even Airstream, the brand people tattoo on their arms, recalled their classic because the power hub overheats and can catch fire. These are the biggest names in the business, and the component most likely to destroy your rig is the one they spend the least money on. Piece rate pay production lines. Lippert frames bought off a catalog 12-gauge wire where you need 8 and 20-cent connectors holding together a $100,000 investment. That's the business model, but here is the thing, not every manufacturer got the memo that cutting corners on wiring is acceptable. Today we are auditing 5 affordable travel trailers that actually got the electrical right. Trailers where you can go to sleep at night without wondering if you are going to wake up to the smell of burning plastic. Stop shopping like a victim and start thinking like an auditor. Smash that subscribe button because we are about to save you from some seriously expensive mistakes. And stick around, because the last trailer on this list is the one that full-time boondockers trust at negative 38 degrees. At that temperature, your electrical system is not a convenience. It is a survival system. Number 1, Casita. We are starting with the cheapest and the simplest trailer on this list for a reason, because you do not need to spend a fortune to get a safe electrical system. You need a manufacturer who understands what actually causes fires. Casita has been hand-building fiberglass travel trailers in Rice, Texas since 1983. Family-owned, 17-foot platform. Around 2,200 to 2,400 pounds dry depending on the model. No slides, no complex hydraulic systems. No unnecessary failure points. And the price? A new Spirit Deluxe starts around $23,000. The Liberty Deluxe tops out around $35,000 with every option checked. Used Casitas go for $10,000 to $25,000 all day long. Now at this price point, you would expect the cheapest wire available, spliced with hardware store butt connectors and stapled to particle board framing. That is what you get from every big box competitor at this range. What Casita gives you instead is a fiberglass monocoque shell. No wood framing whatsoever, with a clean, simple electrical layout that has almost nothing to go wrong. And that simplicity is the engineering win. Fewer circuits means fewer connections. Fewer connections means fewer failure points. The fiberglass shell does not absorb moisture, which eliminates the primary mechanism by which wire terminals corrode inside wall cavities. In a wood frame trailer, condensation wicks through the framing and sits on your wire connections for months. In a Casita, there is nowhere for that moisture to go. The failure mode does not exist. You can add a 230 watt portable solar kit with a 15 amp charge controller. You can add maintenance-free AGM batteries with 100 amp hours on a slide-out tray. Modular, simple, replaceable. And the smoking gun, Casita's NHTSA recall history for electrical issues is virtually non-existent across 40 plus years of continuous production. Owners routinely report trailers lasting 20 to 30 years with the original electrical system still doing their job. In an industry where electrical recalls drop monthly, 4 decades of near zero electrical failures is not luck. That is engineering philosophy. Translation: Casita did not try to out-engineer the electrical problem. They eliminated it. Fewer wires, fewer connections, no wood to rot, no moisture to corrode. This is what happens when you build a trailer like a boat. Most RV electrical systems are a house of cards. Casita's is a brick. There's nothing fancy about it, and that is exactly the point. But what if you want more capability? Solar, lithium, real off-grid power. Without losing that electrical integrity, that is where the next trailer comes in. Number 2, Lance. Lance has been building campers and travel trailers out of Lancaster, California for over 60 years. The 1475 is under 20 feet and comes in at 2,600 pounds dry. You can tow it with a midsize SUV. The 1575 adds a slide, sits around 3,200 pounds. New, you are looking at $38,000 to $55,000 depending on model and options. Used, 2017 through 2022 models. They are all over the market for $20,000 to $30,000. At this price point in the travel trailer world, you're usually buying marketing, glossy brochures, luxury interiors, and the exact same 12-gauge wire as the budget brand next door on the dealer lot. Lance went the other direction entirely. They spent 60 years learning exactly where travel trailers catch fire, and then they engineered around it. Lance runs a proprietary 6-pin round plug with an 8-gauge charging wire. Industry standard is a 7-way blade plug with 12-gauge wire. And this was not an accident. A direct statement from Lance's own engineering team explains it. When you hook up a standard truck plug, you are running 12-gauge wire from the battery all the way to the rear of the truck and halfway back to reach the camper battery. When you run the refrigerator and try to charge that battery at the same time, that 12-gauge wire gets hot. Lance designed their own plug system to eliminate the problem at the source. They took this so seriously that their warranty explicitly stated, if you swap out the Lance plug for a standard 7-way blade with thinner wire, the warranty is void, because the fire risk was that real. You also get an optional solar package with 190-watt panels, a 1500-watt inverter, and lithium batteries. The all-weather package comes standard on every travel trailer model, and the evidence speaks for itself. Lance has an extremely clean NHTSA recall record relative to production volume for electrical issues. While Forest River, Keystone, and Brinkley are issuing electrical recalls on what feels like a monthly rotation, Lance's absence from those lists is the data. Real wood cabinetry throughout, not particle board that creates combustible dust near electrical connections. Owner reviews consistently compare build quality to Airstream at a fraction of the price. Translation: while everyone else at this price is wiring their trailer like a Christmas tree from the dollar store, Lance wired theirs like a commercial kitchen. Fatter wire, proprietary plugs, and a 60-year track record of not burning your rig down. Lance did not reinvent the wheel. They used the right gauge wire, and then built an entire plug system to make sure you could not accidentally downgrade it. Now, Lance gives you a rock-solid foundation, but what if you want a trailer that ships from the factory with the kind of electrical system that off-grid professionals use? Number 3, the NuCamp TAB 400. NuCamp builds their trailers by hand in Sugar Creek, Ohio. The TAB 400 is their flagship, single axle, composite flooring, molded underbelly shields, and as of the current model year, the Boondock package comes standard. New, you are looking at $35,000 to $48,000. Used 2022 through 2024 models sit around $28,000 to $38,000. Most travel trailers treat the electrical system as an afterthought. Wire it up last, use whatever components were cheapest at the parts bin that week, and let the buyer upgrade later if they want real capability. NuCamp took the opposite approach. The base model TAB 400 ships with an electrical system that most competitors charge $5,000 to $10,000 extra for as an off-grid package. Standard equipment on this trailer: 310-watt solar panel, intelligent battery detection converter, 1200-watt power inverter, external solar port, 100 amp-hour 12-volt lithium battery through their partnership with Battleborn, and a Bluetooth smart shunt. Battery monitor. All of that is the base package. Not an upsell, not an option code. Standard. The centerpiece is the Victron MPPT solar controller. If you are not familiar with Victron, it is the gold standard in marine and off-grid electrical management. The brand that professionals install on commercial fishing boats and offshore sailboats, vessels where an electrical failure does not mean a bad weekend, it means sinking. NuCamp put that same controller in a travel trailer as standard equipment. If you want to go further, the optional lithium package upgrades the system to a 400 amp-hour battery bank across 4 batteries with a 3,000-watt inverter powering every single outlet in the trailer. There are a couple of design decisions that matter here too. The air conditioner is mounted under the dinette, not on the roof. That means 0 roof penetrations for the AC unit. If fewer holes means fewer water ingress points that corrode wiring over time. The Alde hydronic heating system operates on 12-volt plus propane, and it is engineered to work within the electrical system's capacity, not fight against it. And NuCamp's NHTSA recall history for the TAB line is remarkably clean on electrical issues. The Victron plus Battleborn component chain is what professionals trust when the stakes are real, and the 2026 models feature Bluetooth-enabled monitoring. You can track battery state, charge rates, and system load in real time from your phone. You cannot fix what you cannot see, and NuCamp gives you the visibility that most brands never bother with. Translation: NuCamp did not build a travel trailer and then bolt on a solar package. They built an integrated electrical system using marine-grade components and then wrapped a trailer around it. The base model shipped with better electrical monitoring than most competitors' top-tier packages. This is like buying a Honda Civic and discovering they installed a marine-grade electrical system under the hood. Except it actually works, and you can monitor the whole thing from your phone. And if you are finding this breakdown useful, hit the like button. It really helps the channel cut through the noise. Now, NuCamp nailed the component selection, but what if you want maximum solar collection and you want it standard, not as an upsell? The next trailer ships with more factory solar than most people install aftermarket. Number 4, Ember RV. Ember is the newer name on this list, but do not mistake new for inexperienced. This company is based in Bristol, Indiana, and it was founded by industry veterans who left the big box brands specifically to fix what those brands get wrong. They use bow frames instead of Lippert, Asdel composite walls, Dexter axles, Goodyear endurance tires. The E-Series starts around $25,000. The Touring Edition runs $35,000 to $55,000. The Overland Series sits at $45,000 to $60,000. Used 2023 and 2024 models are already available in the $25,000 to $40,000 range. Every other brand on this list earned its reputation over decades. Ember earned theirs by being the new company that actually read the textbook. These are people who sat in the meetings where the decision was made to use cheaper wire, cheaper fuses, cheaper everything. And then they left those meetings and built the trailer that should have come out of them. The 2026 Overland Series ships standard with 1,200 watts of solar, 6 200-watt panels covering the maximum available roof space, 3 dedicated Victron Bluetooth MPPT solar controllers, 1 for each pair of panels. The panels are wired in series and parallel, 3 groups of 400 watts, which means if some of your panels end up in shade, you do not lose all of your power collection. That is engineering, that is not marketing. There's also a standard ground solar input port for expandable portable panels. PV and cold weather disconnect switches are built in to protect batteries when temperatures drop below freezing. And on the entry-level E-Series, you still get 400 watts of solar, a 2,000 watt pure sine wave inverter, and a Victron MPPT controller on their cheapest line. A recent YouTuber video made the rounds showing cracked frame pieces and attributing them to Ember. The problem? Those cracked frames were Lippert frames from a different brand. Ember uses BAL frames, and those frames have shown no such failures. When critics have to borrow someone else's problems to attack you, your engineering is doing something right. Ember is QAI certified under the CSAZ 240RV series, independently verified, not self-certified. Owner reviews do note some minor first-year assembly issues, a crimped wire joint where the plastic was not fully stripped, a few loose connections found during the first annual inspection. These are production line quality control issues, not design flaws. The architecture is sound and the execution improves with each model year. Ember also completely rebuilt their plumbing fittings for 2025 after receiving owner feedback. This is a manufacturer that iterates, which is almost unheard of in the RV space. Translation: Ember looked at the RV industry and said the electrical system should not be an afterthought or an upsell. It should be the foundation. They ship standard packages that other brands charge thousands extra for, and they use Victron throughout instead of whatever was cheapest at the parts bin that week. Ember is what happens when the engineers leave the boardroom and start their own company. The legacy brands are coasting on name recognition. These guys built the electrical system the legacy brands should have been building for the last decade. If this is already saving you from a headache, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button so you do not miss what is next. Now, 4 trailers down, and every single one of them does the electrical system right. But there is one more, and it is the one that full-time boondockers trust when the temperature drops to negative 38 degrees. Because at that point, your electrical system is not powering your TV, it is keeping your family alive. Number 5, the Northwood Arctic Fox North Fork. Northwood has been building rigs in La Grande, Oregon since 1993. The founder, Ron Nash, started this company specifically to build trailers capable of backcountry and mountain use. And here is what separates Northwood from nearly every other manufacturer on the market. They build their own Iron Horse chassis in-house. They do not buy frames from Lippert. They do not outsource the single most critical structural component of the trailer. They weld it themselves. The North Fork line runs $35,000 to $55,000 new, depending on floor plan. Used 2018 through 2023 models sit around $25,000 to $40,000. This is a true 4-season travel trailer, and the price reflects the engineering that goes into making that claim real. The fully welded thick wall aluminum frame is not cosmetic. That frame is also the primary grounding path for the entire 12-volt system. A properly welded aluminum frame provides consistent low resistance grounding across every connection point. Bolted steel frames with corroding fasteners introduce resistance that degrades over time. Northwood eliminated that variable by building it themselves. The four-season insulation is rated at R18 in the ceiling and R15 with reflective foil in the roof and slides. And this is not about comfort. This is about protecting the electrical system. Proper insulation prevents condensation inside wall cavities. Condensation is the mechanism by which wire connections corrode in cold weather use. The number one cause of phantom electrical failures in travel trailers, lights flickering, fuses blowing for no reason, intermittent shorts, is moisture condensing on wire terminals inside the walls. Northwood engineered that failure mode out of the trailer. Heated holding tanks are integrated into the factory electrical design, not aftermarket additions that overload circuits. LED interior and exterior lighting draws a fraction of the amperage that incandescent bulbs pull, reducing load on the 12-volt system across every circuit. The walls are Corona-treated fiberglass, laminated over multi-layered substrate. Moisture resistant, protecting the wiring routed inside. USB charging ports on both sides of the bed are built into the factory wiring harness, not aftermarket splices. Northwood builds their own Iron Horse chassis. A thorough search of owner forums turns up 0 reports of Northwood frame failures. In an industry where Lippert frame cracks are a documented and recurring issue, 0 is the only number that matters. Owners at the Northwood RV Owners Association forums consistently describe the electrical system as well thought out. Proper gauge wiring, clean routing, quality components. One owner documented a single QC miss, loose lugs on the generator transfer switch from the factory. And the real proof is this: owners living full-time in Helena, Montana report staying at a comfortable 70 degrees, inside at negative 38 degrees outside. 0 electrical issues. The four-season rating is not marketing, it is survival tested. Translation: Northwood's electrical system is what you get when the guy who signs the checks also camps in his own product at negative 38 degrees. You do not cut corners on wiring when your family is sleeping next to it. If you need a trailer where the electrical system is not a convenience but a survival system, where every wire has to do its job when the stakes are real, this is the one. Northwood does not build for the dealer lot. They build for the person who is going to be parked at the end of a forest road in February and needs the wiring to work. Held together by hope and self-tapping screws, that is what the other brands ship, not this one. So let us bring it home. The big box manufacturers are shipping trailers right now with wiring that gets recalled before the warranty expires. Forest River, Keystone, Brinkley, even Airstream. The recalls are public record. You can look them up on the NHTSA website in about 30 seconds. The electrical system is the component most likely to burn your rig down, and it is the component most manufacturers spend the least on. That is the reality of this industry. But these 5 trailers prove that cheap and safe do not have to be mutually exclusive. Casita proves that simplicity works. Fewer failure points, 40 years, near 0 electrical recalls. Lance proves that 60 years of experience produces better wire gauge and a proprietary system designed to prevent fire. NuCamp proves that marine-grade components belong in travel trailers, not on a dealer upsell sheet. Ember proves that industry insiders can build what the industry itself refuses to. And Northwood proves that when you build your own frame and camp in your own product at negative 38, the electrical system gets the respect it deserves. Before you buy any trailer, here are 4 things in auditor checks. First, open the converter panel and look at the wire gauge. If you see 14 gauge wire on high draw circuits, walk away. You want 12 gauge minimum, 10 or 8 on charging lines. Second, check the breaker panel brand. If it is a no-name panel with plastic bus bars, that is a red flag. Progressive Dynamics, Victron, Blue Sea, those are the names that belong in your trailer. Third, pull one wire connection apart and look at it. Are the terminals crimped with heat shrink, or are they bare butt connectors with no sealant? Moisture kills connections, and bare connectors are an invitation. Fourth, search the brand name plus electrical recall on the NHTSA website before you sign anything. The recalls are public, the date is free, use it. Stop shopping like a victim and start thinking like an auditor. The information is there. The 5 trailers on this list prove that safe, affordable options exist. Now you know where to look. Let me know in the comments which trailer on this list surprised you the most. And if you want to make smarter choices, subscribe and hit the bell. I will see you in the next one.